Oh, hello, this is Tak Chong from Walk with Tak. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. This past weekend, my wife and I went to a suburb of Chicago called Aurora. We went to shop at a huge Asian supermarket called Park to Shop. When we were inside, we browsed at the seafood counters. I noticed that they have some fresh squid. When I was growing up in Hong Kong, I ate a lot of fresh squid, which is still one of my favorite food. Since I live in a relatively rural area, I do not see squid too often. Even if I do find them in the local supermarket, they are usually frozen. So the fresh squid definitely caught my eyes. So I bought some and I'm going to stir fry them. So I brought home about 1 pound of squid, and the first thing I need to do is to clean them. I learned to clean squid when I was working in a Chinese restaurant in Wisconsin. They actually do not serve this as a dish, but the owner of the restaurant, she loved squid. So each time when they go down to Chicago and shop for provisions, they always brought back some squid. Cleaning the squid is a little bit messy, but it is not difficult at all. The first thing I did after I got them out of the bag, I rinsed them really well. Even then, when you touch the squid, they feel slimy. And after I rinse the squid thoroughly for about 10 minutes, I am ready to cut them apart. The squid is truly an amazing creature. What I do is that I slide it open, and inside you will find the digestive tract of the squid. And right next to it, there is a thin piece of cartilage, which is the only bony support that the squid has in the body. Both the digestive tract as well as that cartilage is not suitable for consumption, so you need to remove them. However, you can eat the tentacles. Right beneath the tentacles is the ink sac as well as the eye of the squid, which I will cut off and discard them. And then I will cut the pieces of the squid into the size that is suitable for stir frying. And for the 1 pound of squid that I purchased, I got 4 different individual squids. Even though they're a little bit messy to prep them, but it is not difficult at all. I have my 4 squids all cut up and ready to be stir fried in about 10 minutes. Now, of course, there are many ways to cook squid, and one of the frequent ways that most of us familiar with, at least in this country, is deep fry, and we refer them as calamari. Another way to cook the squid is to grill them. I have tried all these different ways, and I still think stir frying is probably the best way to cook them. I'm going to cook the squid in my Cuisinart 14-inch stainless steel wok. I'm going to heat up the wok as hot as possible before I add 2 tablespoons of cooking oil. I learned from my boss many years ago when I worked at a Chinese restaurant, you want the oil as hot as possible. The high temperature will seal in the flavor of the squid. And it is very easy to overcook the squid because it cooks very fast. As soon as the squid hit the hot oil, it starts to curl up immediately. By now, the squid is actually about 50% cooked. I immediately add about 1 tablespoon of minced ginger. I normally do not like ginger that much, but for cooking squid, that ginger is really critical. I also add 1 tablespoon of garlic. I use my wok spatula to quickly stir fry the squid. To achieve the right texture of the squid is really important. Next, I add 1 cup of portobello mushroom. This is then followed by about half cup of julienne pepper. Adding the portobello mushroom and the pepper turned out to be really important in the cooking process. They will lower the temperature of the wok and therefore slow down the cooking process. Furthermore, the portobello mushroom will absorb the fluid from the wok. This will concentrate the flavor as well as make the mushroom to taste great. I then season the dish with 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce. The dish is actually done. I shut off the heat. To make sure that the squid is done, I did a quick taste test, and it tastes great. I removed the wok from the burner. I set the wok aside because I do not want them to cook any further since I have an electric burner. I make further adjustments to the dish by adding some additional oyster sauce. And with a few quick stir, the dish is ready to be served. And the total cook time is only about 2 minutes. I made this video in cooking this squid dish to demonstrate the flexibility of using a wok. Because stir frying is such a dynamic cooking process, you can make changes and adjustments on the fly. And once you become familiar with the stir frying process and understand the principle behind it, you can cook almost anything in stir frying in the wok. And by choosing different kind of ingredients, you can truly exert your creativity. In fact, I have not cooked a squid stir-fry dish for over 30 years. And in many ways, this is a basic template that is very similar to when you stir-fry beef, which also has a very short cooking time. Last but not the least, I garnish the dish with some cilantro, which I know will add great flavor to the dish. So what is the verdict? Well, the squid turned out to be wonderful. If you love calamari, you're going to enjoy this dish. Eating squid is a very interesting culinary experience. You either love it or you hate it. And for me, squid is probably one of my favorite dish. I love its texture. However, my wife does not like squid at all. And which is quite alright because then it is more for me. Both the mushrooms and the pepper went really well with the squid. I probably would do the same again next time I'm going to buy some squid. I think the only thing that I would change is that I will add some jalapeno pepper. This video is a good demonstration of my fast cooking system. I post a video each day to help you to make home cooking as part of your daily routines. And with my fast cooking system, you can cook anything you want in less than 30 minutes from scratch. So keep on cooking. I will see you tomorrow.